bottom right now, you're the one thinking with your dick, not me. Like, oh my God. It's infuriating because it definitely just brings back a lot of moments in my personal life, and I'm sure a lot of other women's personal lives, where their beauty or their physicality was used as a weapon against them. It was used as something that is like it's a bad thing to fall on, that you have beauty or you have eloquence or grace or you have a nice figure or you like to take care of yourself. Like, that's a bad thing. Yo. You know, women ain't going around at work thinking about, like, ooh, who can I fuck today? Like, no, only men do shit like that. You know, that shit is fucking annoying. And that's why it's scary for us, because men have predatory fucking behavior. You know, a lot of them do. Not all of them, but men have predatory behavior. And so it's like, this is a really interesting conversation, because even the whole Andy dynamic, I think that's why people are so triggered about it, because women in the workplace and then trying to find love and then all of these other elements, I think that's why a lot of people connect with Andy a lot, because you want to be successful, you want to be great looking, you want to have a lot of money, you want to have a finance man who has a lot of money as well, and y'all want to do your thing, but you want to know that you got it off of your character, off of your spirit, off of your soul. You want to know that other things were involved in the process of your life coming together than just your banging ass body. Like, y'all men make it hard for us. Like, y'all men make it hard for us to be taken seriously out here. First, you have to dress business casual or whatever the case may be. But if we're dressed in business and I'm working on my body and I look good, then certain things are going to fit me a certain way. But you need to keep your eyes up here and keep it on the prize. You know what I'm saying? Just because I look good and I take care of myself and I'm a beautiful person who's in all these other things does not mean that my intelligence, my hard work, my perseverance, my smarts, my personality, my networking, it doesn't mean that those things also don't have something to do with it, because we meet many people who are beautiful and who have no personality, who have no hard work ethic, who have no perseverance. You know what I'm saying? So, ooh, this was so triggering for me, y'all. I was pissed. Oh, I was pissed. I don't know about y'all, but I'm like, damn, yo. Yo, yeah, right. And then he said she had the affair for the money. Like, I'm paid. What is, like, magical, they don't happen situations. Like, these situations happen all the time, especially when it comes to women. Like, I actually have to think about, can be outside with his nipples, but a woman can't be outside with her nipples, even though out of a woman's teat, literally life comes out of there, and yet that's something that you want to censor. You really have to think about the world that men are creating, that women are living in. We're co-creating it, and that's why women are starting to take back their power again, because that divine feminine is coming back in. But the reason why some women are twerking, the reason why some women show up, get paid less, period. Like, that's on that. And if he were even, oh my God, and if he were to insinuate that judges are only giving her shit because of the way she looks, then that judge needs to be disbarred. You need to be disbarred. Why are you making decisions? You can't even make regular decisions based off of your job. You're making decisions based on what people look like. You don't deserve that job. No, ma'am. Yes, and unfortunately, I believe a lot of women are taught at a young age that basically you are the reason of men not being able to control themselves, always told not to dress a certain way or say a thing. You better preach. Why do I have to diminish my beauty, my standard, the things that I want in my life, so I can be safer around you because you can't control yourself? That is the world that women live in. That is the world that we live in. It is dangerous for us out here. We have to think 2, 3, 4, 5 times before we wear a certain thing, before we say a certain thing, before anything. We have to literally have a game plan so that when I'm with my girls, okay, girls, this is it. We going out tonight. We're not splitting up. We need to have a game plan and look over each other's backs to make sure nobody's slipping something into our drink, making sure that nobody's being inappropriate with us. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, if you ask any of your female friends, over 90% of them have been assaulted, harassed, molested, or raped. It happens to women way too, like, it shouldn't even be happening at all to people, period. But for women, for that to have to be our prerequisite, like, I actually have to think about my safety before I step out of the house, because there are people out there who cannot control themselves. That's crazy. And yet, when we're at work and we get called emotional, and yet we bleed in once a month and shit, we bleed once a month, still come to work. Literally create human beings, still aren't protected, still come to work, still show up. Get paid less, and get told we're too emotional. Do you know, like, it's so frustrating being a woman sometimes. I wouldn't want it no other way because, you know, we are the superpower. But it's so frustrating being a woman sometimes dealing with our male counterparts because they really think that this type of behavior is okay. They think it's appropriate. They think this is, I don't know. They feel like this is, what is the locker room talk or whatever. If you're not comfortable talking to your daughter in this way, you should not be talking to no woman that way. If you're not comfortable talking to your sister that way, you should not be talking to no woman that way. Period. And that's all that this is about. Yo, I'm still on the scene. I'm triggered. I am triggered. I think the football player is going to attack Maurice and Sabrina and Calvin. We'll see each other at the hospital and have to speak. Oh, shit. Why do you think that? That last scene was triggering. Yeah. Novi, you got to blame the half-naked chick twerking on every post. Listen, Mr. Springer, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm so glad you brought that up. Because we're going to talk about it. See, what a lot of people tend to forget is that there's a cause to the effect. That's what a lot of people want to forget about what sexuality is and what we're going through right now when it comes to women are fighting for their freedom of sexuality and individuality. That's why they're going so hard as to post naked and to twerk and to do whatever they want, because it is kind of fucked up to say that a man can be outside with his nipples, but a woman can't be outside with her nipples, even though out of a woman's teat, literally life comes out of there, and yet that's something that you want to censor. You really have to think about the world that men are creating, that women are living in. We're co-creating it, and that's why women are starting to take back their power again, because that divine feminine is coming back in. But the reason why some women are twerking, the reason why some women feel like they need to do the things that they need to do, listen, could be a lot of Aquarius energy, could be a lot of sexual freedom energy. Some people are just very sexually free. They don't want to be enclosed. You know what I'm saying? They actually like being in the nude. Like, there's some people who love to be without clothes. A lot of island people are like that. You know what I'm saying? So, first of all, it's a cultural thing. Don't forget about the culture, because every culture is different. Some people dress all head to toe. Some people don't wear no clothes. So don't forget about the culture and where some of these people are from on Instagram. Because Instagram is not a country, okay? Instagram is a platform that showcases a lot of different people's cultures and their lives and what they're doing out in the world. There's millions and millions and millions of people. And please don't forget that there was a time where women were only looked at as cattle, as producers of human beings, as prizes, as trophies, as barter elements, as trading elements. As you have to understand when the recent history, not the really past history, because there's another history on that, but the recent history is that women are supposed to fulfill a fantasy for a man. So what do you think the effect of that is going to be? What do you think the effect of it is going to be if people who are just regurgitators, we are literally just repeating shit that we see? That's all we do. We follow trend to trend to trend to trend, because that's how we connect with each other and we relate to each other. So what do you expect people to do? What do you expect people to do if they were born from parents, by the way, from the 60s and the 70s, free love? That's where a lot of children were created, during the free love era. That's what a lot of y'all be forgetting. And a lot of that be going into the DNA of who we are now. That's why we continue wanting this freedom. Okay? So you putting in all those elements where women didn't have any rights. It wasn't illegal for you. It wasn't illegal for a woman to say that her husband raped her until the 70s. Okay? We're still paid 1/3. We think the only way that we are valuable is by providing children. So you have to take all of this shit and put it in a pot, and then therefore the effect of twerking all over and being naked on the Instagram makes sense now, right? Because if you set up the world to be a certain way, you're gonna have a cause. A cause has an effect. So you can't expect women who don't feel safe and who don't feel valued in their own individual space to really understand what they might be doing with their body right now and how that might be coming across. So honestly, we need to see the world that we set up first, and then we can look at the effect, okay? Because we ain't gonna talk about my girls twerking on the gram. My girl's gonna twerk on the gram because this is part of the freedom evolution. This is the part of the process that we have to go through so we can get to where we gotta get. It is what it is. Don't be a hater. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, then don't click on it. But a lot of people clearly like it. But she didn't take the bag, though. Right. She didn't want the bag. Can we talk about the gay guy for guys named Maurice and the new guy? Yes. We all need to value each other for the greater good. We do. But it needs to start with a good foundation. You know what I'm saying? You guys really act like like a lot of people are here really self-aware and conscious about the decisions that they're making. They're not. A lot of people are working on autopilot, and a lot of people are just repeating things because they think that's the cool thing to do. We're not. There's literally 50-year-olds who are still doing the same things that everybody else is doing because they think it's cool to do it. So I really feel like it's hard. Like, I'm not gonna be out here twerking because that's just not my vibe. I twerk for my man. That's just what I do because I'm a Scorpio. That's my energy. But I'm not going to be mad at women or men who are twerking out there for the people to see. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just their expression. If you look beautiful, men think you're a tease, can't even mind your business. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wish men could experience what women experience for fucking not even 24 hours, for like 2 years. I need you to really feel it. You know how many times I walk down the street and somebody's like, smile, why aren't you smiling? Smile. Like, who the fuck are you to tell me to smile, motherfucker? I'm deep in thought. What if I'm meditating? What if somebody just passed? What if I just had a test? What if I just came from the doctor? You don't know shit about my life and you talk about a smile. Motherfucker, I'm not a piece, like, I'm literally not a doll for you to tell what to do. This is the life that women have to live. So you guys, men, really need to start understanding the world that you set up for your women. And then you can't y'all can't be complaining about quality when y'all not even putting out quality. Men, you're supposed to be leading with some quality situations going on. You're not leading with quality situations. That's why you're getting what you're getting. Mid-season break, I don't know. Toxic men are gross. Yes, they are. Then Morris followed Andy, hopped in her car and assaulted her. I'm worried about Maurice. Look. Preach. We all need to be kung fu fighters and kick some ass. Hello, your hair on point. Thank you. I can't wait to see how this assault plays out, girl. Yes. Girl, preach. It's awful. It's so sad. I hate it. Yes. Come on, Nomi. If you're going to slip something on my drink, let me know so I could join. I can't with you, Joey. Dope. I want to interview with you. You want to interview with me? Amen. Fuck y'all straight/gay, trans, problematic men. Joey going off. Joey feeling some type of way. What does that mean? Joey, is that you writing? Oh, just problematic men in general. That's what he's saying. Okay. I was not ready for the last scene. I love you, sisters. Can I put us on my YouTube? This is live right now and needs to hear this. I think you could put it on your YouTube. Put it up there. If I change my mind, are you okay with me changing my mind? That's a good question. Because I don't remember everything that I'm saying. It just be, spirit just be dropping in and it just be coming out. Morris still feels that way on the show. Preach. I'm make sure I'm sitting in front of my TV at 8:55 p.m. I love the show. Thank you. Literally just finished the episode right now and was super triggered. And then I seen you were on live. This needs to be discussed. It needs to be discussed. Like, that's why I love my fucking show. These are real. We could be having real conversations. Like, we could be having real conversations. Can I go on live with you? I want to ask you a question about last night. Hold on a second. Yes, and they always assume when you're out, you're looking for love. Right. Like, I'm not. When men try to talk to you, you shoot them down. Yo, that's happened. That's crazy. Like, what kind of insecure shit is that? Because I didn't want to talk to you. Now all of a sudden I'm ugly. All of a sudden I'm a bitch. I'm a hoe. I'm this, I'm that. Because I don't want to talk to you. You don't know shit about me. What if I don't even like men? But, oh no, I'm sorry. I have to like you and your dick. Fuck out of here. Like, so weird. Will the aftermath of the assault be in the next week's episode? They didn't preview Andy. Who knows? My moon is in Taurus. Thank you. Taraji, the new Taraji line. I just love the show and Beyond Inspired. Please check out your Facebook. Lots of posts. Yeah, Sarah has good stuff. Novi, what's up? I'm a man that loves women, just putting it out there. I love the show. Very funny. Thank you, guys. Let me see. You watch it. Good morning. We were talking about, we talk about toxic behavior. We're talking about, like, women not feeling safe in these streets, you know, and I really love that we can have this conversation because this is a conversation we need to have. Too many women are getting kidnapped, raped, molested, and destroyed. Like, that's crazy. I know Maya said, oh, thank you. I'm on live a lot. So I'm on live at least once a week, right, guys? Like once, maybe twice.
Congratulations to the Grizzlies.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Wow,
you're so beautiful.
The show last night, I wanted to know, like, at the end of the show, it was so crazy. I was like, are you serious? Maurice is really dressed up in a blue dress, hair on point, and lipstick. I'm like, is this really finna go on?
It's gone down.
I think because of this,
oh my
Extravaganza.
God.
Extravaganza.
remember I told you this. Justice Williams.
I was so excited. And I was scared too.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, was he gonna hit her? Was he gonna rape her? I was like, I had to turn my TV real quick because I didn't want to see all that. I got just scared.
Because it's real. Isn't it crazy sometimes, like, you're sitting in the car with a guy and that's like a weird thought that you have in your brain, like, am I safe? And it's a real situation. Huh?
I didn't know what they was doing until he did. So I was like, was he finna rape her or did he hit her?
Yeah.
Because I came in at the last point when it happened.
That's crazy, right?
But I was, yes. I am so excited to see you.
You too, baby girl. I love your hair. What's in your hair right now? Are they Mohawks?
Yeah.
I love those. Those look
But
nice.
I'm taking them out and getting my hair done this week.
Okay, you're so gorgeous. Where you live?
I live in Minnesota.
Where?